Hi friends, welcome to this new video. In this video, I will talk about the drawbacks or limitations that I find in modern day motorcycles, the bikes that we call them. The background information being, I am using a 2014 TVS Apache which is into its 9th year, and now I am in the market looking for a change, a new model. I'm searching what are the options available, their pricing, their features, and I find that though there are a lot of new improvements, new features available, there are certain drawbacks that my bike has but the modern bike, the next bike I buy, may not have. So we'll talk about that first. First and foremost is the absence of a kick lever. Right, I can start my bike with the Kickstarter even though there is no battery, but that is no longer possible in most of the modern day bikes, except a few options like Hero MotoCorp 200T, things like that. Nobody are giving a Kickstarter in their 150, 200, 300cc bikes. Now, the reason being, the modern bikes are a lot reliable in terms of self start, all of that, and more than that, they need lot of battery power. There's a fuel injection technology, there's a pump in the fuel tank, right, and so many other reasons. You need battery power for the bike to work, so they don't see a point keeping a Kickstarter any longer. But the problem with this is the battery will fail. Okay, so batteries come with even 2-year warranty, and in their 3rd year, 4th year, they might fail suddenly. My 9-year-old bike had already 2 battery replacement. This is the 3rd battery in the bike, and because I have a kickstart, I can start the bike anytime even though the battery is 100% dead. It's not convenient, makes the bike more reliable, but without a battery, now if the battery completely fails, you will be stranded middle of the road. Definitely it doesn't happen every single day, but when it happens, you will have to face it. Batteries do give some sign that they're about to fail, so you should be able to sense that and get it replaced ahead of time, but otherwise you have a small risk of getting stranded. The second problem without a Kickstarter is that the wirings, right? The rodents may chew your wire, so electrical wirings will fail. Again, your bike will not start. The third reason is battery may drain. You are not using your bike for 1 month, you're traveling somewhere, right? You're not well. Then when you start to start it later, the battery has drained and the bike will not start, so you have to get the battery charged first. Otherwise, I could have just used the Kickstarter and started the bike. So this is one main drawback. The second drawback or the limitation I see is the price has almost doubled. So what I have paid 80,000 in 2014 is now costing 1.5 lakhs. So almost price has doubled over the last 10 years, I would say. The reason being, one is the BS6 engine, which is made mandatory, which cost more money in R&D, so the manufacturers have to charge more. The second reason, there are a lot more safety features now mandated, disc brake, ABS. So that is adding to the cost. Third is the general inflation. Every year prices increase by a few percentage, and that's all piling up to make the new bikes costing 2 times more as it was earlier. The third drawback, like I said, I feel is there's a lot of electronics, more electronics than mechanical. Earlier, it was more mechanical driven. It was a little more fun to drive because you could feel the mission, you could experience it. For example, the fuel tank is simply gravity drop. You turn the knob, fuel goes into the engine purely by the force of gravity. But now it's all electronics control. There is a motor, there is a computer controlling how much fuel should go, when it should go, all of that. Of course, because of this, you're able to have eco mode, sports mode, all of that. So a lot of features are available. But then now without a fuel pump working, you're again stranded. Right? Again, now you have to keep more than 2 liters fuel just to fill up the fuel pump level in the tank. Earlier, you could use the last drop of fuel in your bike. Remember people tilting their bike, starting it? That's no longer possible. Right? The third problem with a lot of electronics is they fail suddenly. If it is a mechanical unit, it could be tire, brakes, all of that, you get a feel when they're about to fail, when they're not working properly, right? When there's a wear and tear, it's easy to see, feel it, and plan for a repair or replacement. But electronic components, there is no such thing as repair. It's just throw it away and buy a new one. So your cost of repair maintenance is going up. Second, they fail abruptly. They usually do not give any warning, any hint that, tomorrow I'm going to fail. So this is another problem with the modern day bikes. Of course, there are a lot of merits, lot of advantages. we need to know. They are now more safer. There are no more features available. You can have Bluetooth, you can have USB charging, right? You have a lot of sensors to guide you, to control navigation. All this is good, but I somehow feel there are some fundamentals that have gone missing. What is the solution? I don't know. We can't say no to technology, we can't say no to improvement. So it's not very realistic to expect that even after a decade, the old technology, old methods will be in use. So probably we have to grow up with time. We just have to be little more understanding of the limitations or the drawbacks or the risk that we will face, and be prepared for that. Plan it well, plan our trips well, have a plan B. I think that's the only way forward. Let me know what you think. Did I make sense, or was it just a stupid? Let me know what you think. Thank you.